This, I believe, the lessons I've learned in the box stay with me in and out of the chalk lines. I've been playing softball for longer than I can remember. Since I was little, I always wanted to be just like my brother. Whatever he did, I was right behind him, especially when it came to sports. If he played it, I played it. When he started playing baseball, I decided I wanted to try out softball. Out of all the sports I played because of him, softball had my heart. But when I first started playing, I struggled with the failure that comes with the game. Softball and baseball are sports of failure. If you fail 7 times out of 10, you're considered a great player. In what other sports can you fail most of the time and still be the best? Through softball, I was able to understand that I'm going to fail. But instead of dwelling on it, I can use it to improve. Failure is a part of life, but many people are unable to accept that reality. Personally, when I was younger, I was a perfectionist. I would do things over and over again so I could get it just right. But as I've gotten older, I don't pay attention to the little things as much. I don't worry about tiny mistakes I make. I think this is due to the fact that I played a sport of failure. If I didn't play softball, I would still be going my whole life nitpicking everything I do. I truly believe softball taught me to understand the importance of failure. I now know that it's going to happen whether I like it or not. I can't do everything right no matter how I try. But obviously, knowing that failure is going to happen doesn't mean I should stop trying. I may get out my first at bat, but telling myself, you fail more than you succeed, isn't going to get me any closer to getting a hit. I need to continue to push myself, and if I fail, so be it. If I continue to try my hardest, nonstop, failure becomes a minor inconvenience rather than a major life crisis. In my freshman season in high school, I had a breakout year. I was hitting better than I ever had before. Every time I stepped in the box, I knew I was going to get a hit, no doubt. Throughout the year, I was neck and neck with a senior on my team for the highest batting average. During this time, I tried my best to be better than her in every game. But once we got to the postseason, I went into a slump. I stopped being able to hit like I used to, especially in the semifinal game against White Bear Lake. To this day, that was the worst I've ever hit. I struck out 4 times in a row. Doing this bad made me very upset to say the least. I felt like I didn't know what to do with my life. If I couldn't hit, what could I do? Eventually, I was able to focus back on the game. We were playing very close with this team that was ranked 5 places above us. We never played this good against them. In the end, we won the game and made it to the championship. Even now, I say this is my favorite game I've ever had the chance to be a part of. At that point, I realized that softball is a team sport. It isn't always about how I perform personally. I shouldn't dwell on my failure when we're succeeding as a team. I also realized that dwelling on my strikeouts most likely led to the same thing happening again the next at bat. Constantly thinking about failure leads you to failing again. From then on, I've been working on flushing my failures and starting fresh. Softball has taught me a multitude of lessons throughout my life, but the one that stuck with me the most is that I'm going to fail. It's a hard fact to come to terms with, but once you do, you're on a sure path to success. I can never thank my brother enough for introducing me to this sport, and my parents enough for supporting me every step of the way. This, I believe, the lessons I've learned in the box stay with me in and out of the chalk lines.